That's right. Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast coming out of Casper, Wyoming. It's hotter than shit out here in the garage.
Woohoo!
But nonetheless, we have an amazing show for you. We had a little, well, maybe not little, a longer, but an amazing phone call with the Middle of the Road podcast.
Yeah.
That's coming up. So stay tuned for that. They're coming out of Wichita, Kansas. We got some new events that you need to put those eyes and ears to, I guess. Not I guess. But yes, you do. Because they're going to be new to you. Yeah, baby. You're tuned into that Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast.
He's Stevie V.
Yeah. And he's joshing.
Yeah.
You like how he flipped it around there?
Hell yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Are we unmuted?
Yeah, we're good. We're good, man. Your mic, your headphones is down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Heck yeah. Welcome, everybody, to Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast coming out of Casper, Wyoming.
Hell yeah.
We say that all the time, but it means something, right?
It does, man. It means something to me.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is for all the wonderful podcast, Spotify, Apple, Google, Pocket Cast.
Three-wheelers?
Yeah. Listeners.
Dare I say. Three-wheelers? If you like and follow, that's who we consider you guys three-wheelers. All the guys that we don't have to invite every time we do an event, those are three-wheelers.
Thank you for lending us your ears.
Right. If you want to be a three-wheeler, like, follow.
Yeah, you just click the...
Follow our shit.
Yeah, and share it with your friend, buddy. Well, friend and a buddy is the same thing, ain't it?
Yeah, a pal's different, though.
What about...
You know what pal stands for, right?
Patiently...
You never heard that in school back in the day? Uh-huh. Oh, you're a little younger than me. Personal ass liquor.
Oh, no.
That's what we used to say in school, man. A buddy old pal.
Yeah, shit. We truly appreciate you podcast listeners. We have a pretty sweet treat for you here after a bit. We got off this is kind of a different, we really haven't done anything like this before.
I'm excited, dude. It should be cool.
We sat and talked with them fellas. Now we're recording the intro before.
Yeah.
Or some, I don't know.
Oh, we're giving away the magic? Okay. Yeah.
Something
I
that.
thought we were playing it off like, coming up next, we're going to talk to some guys we haven't talked to yet.
Yeah.
No, we're just going with it. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Shit.
We talked to these guys, and it was fun as hell.
Yeah.
You guys
pretty amazing.
love it.
Middle of the Road podcast. Yeah, like I said in the intro thing, or I guess this is the intro. I don't know. It's hotter than hell up in here.
It is. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
We need one of them. Where's that? That, like, cartoon chick.
Yeah. Wanted to get into a little bit, some announcements, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Events going on around town.
If you're announcing it, it's an announcement.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. I don't know what button that is. I forget.
Oh, you could hit either one.
Oh, rim shot.
Ooh. Wanted to give a shout out to Little Molden Books. Joe, he hit me up a while ago. Well, we always talk and shit or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But I kept forgetting to say this on the show. September 15th, he's doing a full show reading of Little Molden Books, obviously, at Art 321. There'll be an open bar. Tickets are $30 a piece, and each ticket purchase comes with a book.
Now that's pretty sweet, dude. I'm going to have to do that.
Open bar.
I'm going to have to do that.
We've read. He read the book.
He read his first one. And
then he graciously let us read that other one. And then he read a scroll when, if you haven't checked out that episode, it's the Wyoming pop culture. I believe it is the first one. He read the scroll.
Yep. Yeah, check them out.
What else do we got? Oh, the Duck Derby.
Oh. Did you buy a duck? I didn't. I've never bought a duck. I feel like a jerk, but whatever. You gotta fucking do what you gotta do.
Have you ever been to one of those?
No, I haven't.
Me either.
I assume it's like all the other things in town where people that have money put in money. And I get it. I can go buy a duck.
And they just let it like go down the river or whatever.
I think so. I think if your duck finishes, you win stuff or whatever.
I mean, it's a gamble.
I think it's like rich people poker. Like, you can buy as many ducks as you want. So I'm like,
I wonder how much the ducks
my
are.
My one duck is, I mean, there's hope. You know, there's hope it might.
You got to have
take
faith,
over
boy.
Freaking homie that owns True's 50,000 ducks that he bought, but you know, whatever.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be beer vendors there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a cool thing.
All kinds.
Everybody should go. It's just not my thing, you know.
It would be. I think if I don't have anything going on, I'm definitely going to go.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm busy. Not
like you don't want to go yet. You got stuff going on.
No, it's like right at the time when I got shit going on for real.
Oh, I gotcha.
But like I said, even if I didn't, I don't know if I would really go. Maybe. Since you're going, so I have to be, you know, tag along guy and shit.
You're the, what is it again? The health.
The HSE. Health, Safety, and Environment. You gotta make sure Stevie don't eat poison apple or something. Boom.
Yeah. Thank you. Trying to. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a wonderful evening. What a wonderful week it has been. And I hope that all of you wonderful three-wheelers have had a wonderful week as well. You know?
Yeah, for sure. You guys ought to see this painting Stevie's doing. It's pretty badass. You'll see it.
Yep.
If you pay attention, check out Banner Hide Design. I mean, you guys all know. You should know. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, check out also another sponsor of this episode. We have the Little Shop of Burgers.
Hell yeah.
B Diesel's Bar. Two Bulls.
And grill. Oh,
That's
they got
right.
some good ass food, man. I'm telling you, that freaking French dip.
Fire.
I like it.
And then you can just go ahead and walk across the street and hit up Two Bulls Tattoo.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure they'll take care of you with all them wonderful tattoo needs. Then, of course, you got to head on over to Mobile On-Site Oil to get your oil changed and all them wonderful car needs. Debo's Painting, we can't forget about him.
Check him out.
Trailer Park Baker, she's got some good baked goods.
Oh, man. Delicious.
What else do we got on there?
I don't know, man. You got the paper, bro.
Active Life.
Oh, yeah, Active Light. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Man, it's so hot in here. It's like
It's fucking hot.
It'd be cool to open up the...
Currently 115 degrees in the garage in Casper, Wyoming.
Yeah, humidity is giving me swamp ass.
I think that's just the sweat, bro. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's a dry heat. Yeah, suck me.
Yeah. Too funny. So, what do you think? Should we get into... We probably should get into this wonderful interview.
Oh.
Well, not interview. I guess we were on their show.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right? The next time, the Skin Man wasn't there, but next time, we're going to have them on our show.
Hell yeah.
The questions and everything that they asked was fucking amazing. These guys kick ass.
Yeah, it was fun. You should enjoy it, for real.
We're going to get them on the line, and then we'll be... Let's see, hold on. I might be missing something.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Yeah, then we're going to get into burger stories. Burger shop stories. I got one of those for you.
Sweet.
Let's see, what else do I got for you? The ending of Sopranos. There's some interesting thing. Medieval toilets.
Ooh.
Yeah. Man, what else?
Medieval?
Yeah. And farts.
Farts?
Yep.
Sweet. No poop? That's next time.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like my tagger thing. If I was ever going to be a tagger, that's what I'm going to tag.
Shitting in a barrel.
Nope, just poop.
Well, I got to give a shout out to Casper Artist Collective as well.
Oh, hell yeah. Sure.
And the Casper Spuds.
Yes, sir.
They're almost in the playoffs. They're getting there.
I heard they've been kicking ass. I ain't never had time to come to the show, man. Summer's busy.
Are you ready to get into this?
I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna. He just texted me that he's ready. Casey from the Middle of the Road podcast.
Sweet.
On their live stream video on Facebook. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fun.
It is.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
All right. How are you doing?
Good. This is TJ. Casey's messing with something over there. He's about to come over here. He's holding his phone over there. We got technology running.
Ah,
that's cool.
I see. Is he still holding his pecker?
No, he let go of that thing a while ago.
Good.
You can't hold on to something that small for that long.
Yeah, your hands start cramping up.
Well, this is really cool. We're recording on our end, and you guys are recording
Stevie, is
on
Joshin with you there, buddy?
He sure is.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, you guys ready to do this thing?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, man.
All right. Well, I'm going to hit record here in just a second. I'm going to do a quick little intro, not our normal one, and then we'll get ripping, man.
It sounds good. I've already hit record on my end.
All right. Well, sorry, I'm messing up your recording.
Hey, you're good, dude. You're good.
We're not professional here. You'll learn that as we get going.
There's no editing on my end.
Same here. I very rarely, unless I say something offensive that I think could actually get me canceled, then I might.
Touche. Yep. Touche.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be the one that watches it, and I'm the one that gets us in the most trouble. All right, we're going to get going here.
Okay, go ahead.
Answer the question. I'm here to date your 6-year-old. What do you think tap water is? It's a gay bomb, baby. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Middle of the Road podcast. I'm Coach Casey. I just did this about, it seems like, less than an hour ago. That's TJ. Joining us on via the phone is the wonderful gentlemen that do the Three Wheel Bicycle podcast, Stevie and Joshin. What's up, guys?
What's happening?
What's happening, fellas?
Man, we appreciate you. It's taken, I don't know, how long have we been working on setting this interview up, Stevie?
For a while. It's been my fault, though. It's been a busy summer. Good, though.
No, well, that's good, though. I was going to say, it's not your fault. We'll say it was a collaboration of faults, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's a privilege to be on your guys' show. I truly do actually fucking listen to it. It's the funny thing.
Well, I appreciate the hell out of it. We do. We truly have 24 people that listen regularly, and then we get about another 50 stragglers in that stumble in and say, well, they need some more work. We'll come back when they get better. And then they come back about every third show.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any of those.
I don't
the
really
latter.
know.
I don't. I mean, if there are, they don't let us know.
Yeah, nobody ever comments on our shit.
I get the occasional, and we have a bunch of longtime listeners from a previous show that I used to be a castmate on that reach out and tell me what I'm doing right, wrong, and what I should do better, should do more of.
That's cool.
Or just generally are excited about what we're doing, I guess.
Right.
Well, it's like we get the most action from TikTok for shit like that. Not even normal listeners, just stuff we cut up and people talking shit to us or whatever. That's
right.
What we get.
Yeah, we do have great TikTok interaction. I'm the opposite of you, Stevie, where you're a promotion king because that's what you do. You promote your podcast, you promote other people, you promote your paintings, you promote your business. You're all about promotion. And me, I'm literally the opposite. I post a show, say, listen to my show, you sons of bitches, and then move on and wait till next week. I might post something funny here and there, but it's all about me, and you're all about everybody else. So that's why we wanted to have you on.
Oh, hey,
Hell
thanks, man. Thanks for the kind words, dude.
You're welcome. I don't know if I've ever seen another show, especially one of, you're a little bit bigger than us, but a show of a similar size and stature, mainly two guys sitting in a room talking about what they want to talk about, that spends as much time as they do pumping up other people. And that's awesome to see. And that's why I'm so, not to come off, completely homo. I mean, sorry. But that's why I'm so into you guys.
That's cool.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
It's like I'm glad that I inspired somebody. I guess, right? That's
it does. It inspires me to try to be better at what I do. It doesn't work, but it does inspire me.
Yeah, I think it's like a hit and miss, to be quite honest with you.
It's
anymore.
Tough. It's
tough.
Know?
We're actually, to be honest with you, we are recording in my garage, where it all
your new
first
studio set up.
Yeah, we actually, the last episode that we just put out was with 10 for 10. They're a local band here in town, and we put it out in the garage again, just because that's kind of a tight area, I guess, down in the basement.
More than two people, yeah.
I didn't know if it was similar to our old podcast, if it was a wife or a woman that kicked you out of the basement and said, enough with your smoking and your loud noise.
No.
You go out in the garage where you belong.
No, I do. To be honest with you, I'm pretty grateful. My wife puts up with a lot of my shit. So,
sounds like
and
you've
it's
got a
my
similar
sister.
one to me.
yeah.
Oh, that's his sister?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's got to be weird when you talk about sex stories.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't really.
Well, before we get going, why don't you explain a little bit about your podcast to our listeners and see, if we can get you a little bit, another 17 followers or so.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're podcast based out of Casper, Wyoming. Just kind of like you said already, we try to promote a lot of small business and just try to get like people to laugh and, learn something. I mean,
Right.
And we're usually just hanging out. We've had some amazing fucking guests on the show.
That's
and it's
coming
just
up
crazy.
on my question. I was going to, reach out to you on how the hell you get the guests you get. And I know it's a lot of, promises like, hey, The Rock's going to be here. Or we also have, Bruce Willis is stopping by later for, so if you want to come in between, I get him in.
Yeah.
We can work you in for a 15-minute slot or.
Well, most of the guests that we've had on are all local. We had the Cottonwood Boys on. They're from South Dakota. It was kind of cool. Like they posted on one of the Facebook pages here in town, like, hey, does somebody do this, promotional, music scene shit? And they actually stopped by and was on the podcast, which was pretty cool. But I guess as far as like anybody else, like that time Jason London was on, that was pretty crazy. It was just at the Wyoming pop
Con or
yeah,
what was that?
yep,
Pop culture.
yeah, pop culture.
Com.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, yeah, they were just, hanging out and shit, and I just, a closed mouth doesn't get fed, you know what I mean, so to speak. So.
Well, I listened to all three of those episodes. Specifically, like we talked about, you had a lady on that wanted to talk hockey, so that was the first time I was able to convince my wife to come in and listen to a show.
Very, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, she just
she was badass.
Oh,
she held her own. I would like to
man.
listen to her show. I'm not even a big hockey fan,
Right?
But she's a badass chick.
Yeah, she came by the booth and she was looking at the artwork and stuff, and I had the setup out on the table and everything, and she's
Had
like,
your road board going?
yes, sir. Yeah, and
which is actually sponsoring this interview tonight. So thank you, Road.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can upgrade us at any time.
Yeah, I'll take the 2. I like the 1, but if I had a 2, I could have the 1 for the road and the 2 for in studio.
Yeah.
We need mics and everything too, just in case they're one.
Yeah, we need 2 more mic and headphone setups.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can get them to work something out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that.
There's not enough podcasts dropping Road, so
Yeah. What? Yeah. No shit. That's almost like any kind of microphone you see anymore, like on podcast clips.
Right.
Yeah, I'm using I don't even know what mine is. I don't even remember. I got it. My wife got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago when I first started on this other show, and then we do have one Rode one, and then the rest are the one TJ uses was $7.96
Nice.
on Amazon.
Oh
yeah.
Sounds so sexy on this thing.
Yeah. To be honest with you guys sound good on our end.
Sound good
Mm-hmm.
for being over the phone,
good.
especially.
So
Well, I've worked hard to get this thing sounding good.
fuck yeah, I really do like your guys' setup. It's pretty badass too, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, this thing
It makes us jealous. At least it makes me jealous.
Yeah.
This studio came about because we were in another guy that I used to do the shows with basement, and I actually have a big 40 by 50 Morton building on the backside of my property, and I said, I know how to fake framing. I know how to do some drywall. I'll just build a studio that segregates me from the house, from everybody. We can smoke, drink, scream. Nobody hears nothing out here. I mean, nothing.
That's cool.
So it worked out awesome, and we enjoy. It gives us space to roam and have guests on, and we enjoy the hell out of it. So I appreciate it because I've worked hard making this studio presentable.
Hell yeah,
it's awesome.
It looks really good. It looks really good from the videos. I have a question. So you guys are based out of Kansas, correct?
Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah.
Sweet.
The second biggest city in Kansas.
That's pretty badass.
Something funny was today on my Snapchat memories. Last year I was in Casper, Wyoming today.
What?
Really?
For real?
Yeah.
TJ, my co-host, he was an oil man. He was a oil line inspector, pipeline inspector.
Sweet.
So he's been our first ever technically live broadcast of our show was him in New Mexico doing the show.
Were you in Farmington?
Yeah, I stayed in Farmington quite a bit in the last few years.
Yeah.
Not this year, but last year and the year before that. But yeah, today on my memories, I was in Casper because one of the pictures was my wife. I said, I want to be on the road at 9, and it was me taking a picture of her fucking around in the bathroom at 9:30.
Sweet.
What the hell?
That's
not
funny.
leaving when I said we were going to.
Right.
Well, if you ever get back this way, man, go ahead and hit me up.
We will for sure.
We may just turn it into a roadie and come down and come to one of your art festivals or something like that and come crash it and do a live podcast with you.
Dude,
That'd
that
be
would
cool.
Yeah, that'd be way badass. There's actually quite a little bit of shit that goes on around here, surprisingly.
It seems like there's more that goes on in Casper than in Wichita because you have, of course, I guess if I just took advantage of all the events going on, I could probably maybe come close. But you're, constantly at a baseball game, an art festival, a con. You're always doing something.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. The summer is
busy,
crazy
as fuck.
busy.
And then
how was your class reunion?
Pretty interesting. I'm like the black sheep. 20.
Okay, so you're my age. You're a little younger than me.
Yeah, I was the black sheep out of the whole thing. I'm the only guy that's tattooed up, and they're like, "Oh, you really got artwork in your van?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, I only came to this to sell you fuckers artwork.
Yeah.
Who's buying something?
Well, did you see my post? We're huge wrestling fans, and the commission is on it, or whatever we need to pay you. You get us he wants a Roman Reigns one, but I want a Ric Flair for the studio.
Ooh.
So I seen you had just posted that one from a couple years back of the Ric Flair, and I really like that picture.
You know what's oddly enough that you asked me about the class reunion, I sold that to a dude I used to wrestle with that night at the reunion.
See, that's why you went to it. You knew you were going to peddle some art. They're going to feel bad, like guy's living out of his van. He's doing podcasts and promoting other people.
Right?
Yeah, I would totally be down with that for sure.
Well, you tell me what that dollar bills is, and I'll talk to my my money person and make sure we can get that forwarded from one account to the other, so they don't know that I'm defaulting one account.
Speaking of wrestling, there was like this picture that came up or whatever, and it was like funny old wrestlers' names. But it was from back when Monday Night Raw like kind of first started. There was a guy named Ken Raper.
I remember.
You guys do remember?
I
remember that
him.
name. Yeah.
Who doesn't remember the Raper?
Yeah.
Once you meet the Raper, you never forget.
Yeah.
Right? No shit.
Ooh.
That's a good character.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, that makes total sense.
I wonder what happened to him. He probably
Never
went to
forget
jail,
the Raper.
dude.
I was going to say, he finally got caught. You can't walk around advertising what you do and not expect to get caught.
Ken Raper's in jail for a warrant from jaywalking from 1993. Can't get out of jail.
I wonder whose idea
I
that
have a couple
was.
questions.
Go ahead.
I do have a couple questions, and I think TJ has a couple for you as well. We kind of brushed over the one, but you guys have been doing having some pretty awesome guests on lately. Who's been the favorite? You won't offend nobody, but who's been your favorite interview you guys have done since you've been doing this?
Ooh,
That's
a crazy toss up.
Right. There's a
So when first started doing it, it was just a live feed, and we'd take like these nasty shots, and I'd always like fucking puke. But I remember the band Repent was on, and they did a nasty shot with us, and then we went over to their house, and they fucking jammed out for like an hour or so in the garage. That was pretty badass.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go straight towards the obvious. For me, I wasn't even there. And Jason London is pretty badass.
That was definitely the biggest one. That was a good interview.
I like fanboyed and shit. I was like, oh.
Yeah. He invited me up to his room the next day. I was so like wore out and shit, but it was one of those things. I'm like, come on, dude.
I wondered, did he make an advance on you when you went up to his room?
Negative. Him and his girlfriend, or I would assume is his girlfriend. They were so fucking cool. Like, yeah, it wasn't even. We didn't even sit there and talk about the movie shit. We talked about like the con and how to like, potentially like make more money.
Right. And promotion and shit.
Yeah. And then I walked over to the gas station with him and bought some cigarettes, and it was just
he
crazy.
seems like a pretty down to earth, just kind of regular dude. And, I mean, he's a sad person because he's a Cowboys fan like me. So you got to be down to earth if you're a Cowboys fan, because you're living in poverty and sadness without wins and Super Bowls for, like he said, 28 years since his daughter's been born.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I kind of felt like an ass too. Like, well, when I called him Pinkford or whatever, I totally forgot like him and that actor like were beefing the whole time.
Right.
Even then, that was cool as shit that he just freaking dazed right over that and just went right into that story. That's what tells me he's a pretty down to earth dude, because he could have been like, did you not read on me? Did you not realize that was going to make me mad? Did you, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like, I'm fucking out of here. This interview's over.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to go talk to the guy at the other podcast over here that doesn't ask me about Pinkford,
Yeah. Start spitting on my paintings.
Yeah. What you got for him, buddy?
Well, our obviously biggest interview was Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah. I'd listen to that.
That was good.
I mean, it's a pretty big deal, but when you guys first got into it, did you imagine that you would be able to keep it going, or did you kind of think it was just going to be a hobby? Or
I'll chime off right away on that. I only started 2-3 years ago actually being on the podcast all the time. When I first heard of Stevie doing it and went and hung out in the garage and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, this is probably just going to be something that was like a fad or whatever. And then he just kept doing it. And as soon as I started, was like, yeah, this shit's going to go on forever.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess, no, not really, but it kind of almost goes back to that shit where it's like, if you, like consistency and like hard work and just like keep fucking doing it, then something will happen eventually. Right? I mean, that's all
kind of how we feel too. Eventually the right person's gonna hear us at some point in time and be like, you know what? TJ's pretty cool and Casey's okay. We could probably listen to this podcast.
Yeah, we'll get our break one day. I'm what holds us back, and I know that. I fully understand that.
When it was actually pretty cool today. So when I was at work, because I work at the Little Shop of Burgers, and
choo shout out
my boss.
I was gonna say another sponsor for tonight's show.
Yep, that's right. He Trevor, he's like, so what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna paint and then do that podcast with the Middle of the Road podcast. Oh yeah, I seen they just started following us on social media or whatever. It's like, I'm going to have to check their show out. And I'm like, fuck yes, you are, dude.
Yeah, you did it good. Just today, I'm guessing from you alone, we got 4 new followers.
Sick.
And
sweet.
The guys that you just had on your show actually reached out to us and said they'd love to do our show as well.
Hell
So as long as you don't mind that, we are going to podcast steal from you.
No, fuck no.
Dude,
Love it,
that's
man.
what we're about,
Yep,
man.
that's
Networking, let's get everybody involved in this shit.
Yep. That's
what I enjoy. You like our stuff, you share it, and you truly, you know what we're going through, so you know, you're feeling it with us. So we appreciate the hell out of it.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Are you guys marked safe from the Jason Aldean song?
We actually talked about that on the show.
Okay.
And I'm the resident, I guess what you want to call, I'm not a liberal, but I am what you would call an 80s Democrat or something along those lines. I don't identify with the new age Democrats, but I am I've become purple, I guess, these days, but I still self-identify as an 80s Democrat. And I listened to that song trying to find something to be mad about, and the only thing that I got mad about was that a whole bunch of liberals told me I was supposed to get mad because apparently anybody that robs is now a black person or an Asian or a Mexican or another race.
Anything but white.
White people don't rob people, and I didn't know that until I heard that song. So it was nice for me to learn something.
Yeah. I've learned that that a lot of people really have never lived in a small town before.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
You know?
Both of us are small town kids. I come from Belle Plaine, Kansas, which is a town of 2,200, about 30 miles from here. He comes from Conway Springs, which is a town of 2,000 or maybe now
1,000.
But when he was in school, it was 1,500 or so.
Maybe.
And now it's shrunk. All these small towns have shrank. But everything they said in that song, other than they didn't talk about the mayor's wife that beats his wife and gets away with it, or the cop or steals or whatever, because that happens in a small town too. But yeah, the shit that goes on there doesn't happen in a small, or in Wichita or in a big city, does not happen in a small town. And I think that's what that song was trying to convey.
Right.
I'm not even a country guy, and I got it. I had to listen to it because I was like, man, I'm on the left.
You wouldn't be offended.
Yeah, I'm on the left, and I got to get mad about this. I got to get on the bandwagon and circle up the troops because we're going after those guys that are those racist sons of bitches. And I found out I got to go after Democrats because they're the racist sons of bitches.
Right. Yeah, I just quit with all of it, man.
Yeah.
I was born in 81, so.
Same here, my friend. 81, he's an 82er across from us.
Technically a fucking millennial.
Well, listen,
but I don't feel like
we're guys in our late 30s. You know, that's what we're all.
Yeah, we call ourselves late 30s. I turned 42 this year, and then finally I stretch into the 40s club. Right. But until then, with the new age of identifying, I'm a late 30s self-identifying Mexican 80s Democrat.
Sweet.
Love that.
I think according to the kids, I'm a boomer. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I consider myself Gen X because I'm right on the edge of that. Is that the one that's right before the millennials? Well, I would consider myself, you know, now Twitter's following me, and they, you know, now they're Gen Xers just like I am.
Right. Yeah, that's everybody I hung out with. Anyways, everybody I grew up around was all older than me.
I'll say all my friends now, besides TJ, are boomers. I prefer the guys that lived through the worst part of it and don't even know they did.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Right.
Other than our generation that didn't have parents because our parents didn't want to parent us, they just said, "Go out and find stuff to do, loser."
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, that is 100%. And I mean, I don't regret it at all.
Oh,
I'm glad it was like that. Yeah. I mean, I did sometimes when I'm like, dude, I just want to come in. Parents are like, dude, go play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've only been outside 13 hours today. What are you? You pussy, get outside and go
sunburned.
Drink out of the hose.
Yeah, if you're thirsty, go drink out of the hose. If you're hungry, go find one of the neighbor's parents that'll feed you and stay out of the house.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Here's $3. It'll last you all day.
Yeah, here's $3. Go have fun at the pool all day, you know?
No suntan lotion.
Yeah, I remember my mom going, get some money out of your drawer and go to the pool.
And you could, back then, you could go get
like $1 to get in, or if we didn't have the summer pass.
As I said, we had the summer pass, But then it was you could
sodas and snacks.
Yeah, you get the sugar sticks that you dipped into sugar and then licked them off of there. I could buy 40 of those, and that was lunch, snack.
I was Laffy Taffy guy.
I could
banana.
I don't know. I like the fun sticks or whatever the hell they were.
Fun dip? Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I always got Gardettos.
Oh man, I do.
I
was Funyuns guy. If there was chips involved and you could get Funyuns, I liked fried onions.
Hey, how do you feel about like the Funyuns that are like the actual chip like kind now?
I was torn on the Funyun flavored
Funyun flavored Lay's.
Word.
Yeah,
they're
not the same. They're not the same at all. They're like a bad sour cream and onion one. I'd rather the sour cream and onion if we're just going to do it.
Well, they're not even just regular Funyuns are not like they were when I was a kid. Or maybe I just can't taste anymore, but they don't seem to be as
because you knew it was a real Funyun hole in your gum and made you bleed because it was so crunchy. You know, that's how you knew you got a good Funyun. Nice and sharp.
But I mean, there was like coating. They were like Cheetos. You had to lick your fingers off after. They're not like that anymore.
Definitely not.
No, they're not the same. I every once in a while I played in this. I go, I can do the things I did as a kid.
Right.
It's not the same as it was when I was.
I got another question for you guys.
Okay.
So what kind of names do you think animals call each other?
I think they use a lot of racist terms. If you want to be honest, I don't think
would,
that's fully evolved. I
would guarantee it.
You know, all brown bears are called moose beaners or something like that.
Right. Right. Well, the dog out back right now, when people decide to walk their dog down the alley, because that's the coolest shit. Yeah. So everybody's dogs freak out. Guarantee you, every dog is like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Yeah,
I seen
a guy that one day that had his like pit bull and like this other dog and like went up by the fence like to the wiener dog and was like, "Oh yeah, you can't get it." Like, dude, get the fuck out of here, man.
Dude,
I think I always picture dog as like inmates in prison, and like when like somebody would walk by, they're all like, "Kill you, first meat," or look, big dog, they're all whistling at him like, "Come in here, baby."
Right, exactly.
That old dog's like, "Ain't nothing like fresh fish on the line."
You wait,
fresh meat.
You wait till I get out of this yard, boy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you. Yeah, they got me locked up on a tenner, but I'll be out. I'll be out soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna escape this yard. I tell you what.
Yeah, I definitely think dogs and animals have not evolved to where humans are, and they still find it completely okay to use racist terms. So we're having some OBS problems. Hopefully all this is recording. I should hit record on this board, but
I don't know what that means.
We're still recording on our end.
Well, I might have to steal your guys' podcast because it's the live that is killing me, and I'm getting ready to kill our live.
See, that's the one thing that I'm not a fan about going live is because there's fucking technical difficulties like all the time.
Right.
Yeah,
and it puts me in like a different mood, when I want to sit and just have fun.
Yeah, and I've always talked to TJ about that we do it because we have 4 or 5 listeners that only watch us when we're live and will not download. My wife being one of them.
Right.
And
my wife does that too.
Yeah, I'm like, well, just download it because I don't get any credit for you watching live. It's cool and all, but I don't get no credit. I don't get paid from Podbean or any of them when you watch live. So.
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys didn't want to go way too long tonight. So before we I missed most of my questions, but we play a game called Slam, Ring, Wrestle, which is basically F, Marry, Kill. So I've got a couple for you guys to play, and you guys can both do it.
Okay.
So Slam is who you would want to bang. Ring is who you'd want to marry, and Wrestle is who you'd want to fight. Okay?
Love it.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Slam, Ring, Wrestle. The first group is going to be Britney Spears, Brittany Griner, and Brittany Daniel, which is the hot chick from Joe Dirt.
Ooh.
The Fuck My Sister one? Or
no, the other one.
Okay.
No,
Brandy?
Brandy.
Brandy.
What Britney Spears?
Yeah. The
one now?
You one more time.
Not the one that's doing the fucking dances.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It can be, like me, I'm into the bald Britney that shows off her vagina only because I know I have a chance at her when she's at that phase. And right. You tell somebody you banged Britney Spears, nobody asks you, was it the bald phase?
Yeah.
You know, you just
they're just
Britney
like,
Spears.
Oh, cool. So am I supposed
Joshin, give me your list first, Joshin.
Am I supposed to just pick one out of there?
Nope. You got to. Who are you gonna slam? Who are you gonna ring? And who are you gonna wrestle? Slamming is banging.
Right.
Ringing is marrying. Wrestling is fighting.
I think I'm gonna. I think
Grinder, Brittany Daniel.
I think I'm gonna go with Britney Spears also.
Okay, she's who you're slamming.
You gotta pick one of each.
Yeah, one of each. One of who are you gonna slam?
Yeah, who you slamming?
Who am I slamming? I'm slamming the one from Joe Dirt.
Okay, who are you gonna ring or marry?
The other one. I'm fighting Britney Spears.
All right, so you're gonna marry. You're marrying Brittany Griner.
Yeah,
you guys are gonna have beautiful kids.
Yeah,
two dudes.
I don't even know who that is.
Brittany Griner's the basketball chick that we brought back from Russia.
Yeah, she was the one locked up in Russia for the hashish oil.
I see.
Yeah, she just married.
She was the Baylor chick that can dunk, or Baylor guy, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'd marry her. I definitely want to fight Britney Spears, though.
All right. What about you? What about you, Stevie?
I would say, as far as slam, it would probably be that Joe Dirt chick.
Okay.
The Mary would be Britney Spears.
Because she's going to go crazy, and you're getting half that money once you walk away. I like it.
Hey, let's not talk about it on the air.
That's true.
And then whatever that other gal was. I don't know.
Brittany Griner, you're going to wrestle her?
Yeah.
She's 6'8", 230 pounds. I'm just going to throw that out there.
That's cool. She'd probably fucking suplex me.
Yeah, it'll be worth it.
It'll be
fun.
Come here.
I got a couple more, and then I think TJ may have one for you. This is going to be that 70s cast.
Oh, shit.
Mila Kunis, Donna, which is Laura Prepon, or Lisa Robin Kelly, which is the slutty sister. Slam, ring, wrestle.
I'm slamming the sister. I gotta marry Donna. Always, man. I've had freaking hots for her forever. Okay. And I don't really want to wrestle Mila Kunis, but I'd probably beat her because she's kind of small.
There you go. I like it. Pick your good odds.
It'd still be fun to wrestle her, so.
Oh, yeah. I'd do it with a chub the whole time.
I'll be quite honest with you. The only one that I really remember is Donna. That's like the only one. You don't remember
Mila Kunis, the one that's dating Ashton Kutcher?
She was on Ted. She was on Ted.
Also, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, I'd probably marry her.
Okay.
And Donna would probably be the slam. And I don't remember what the other one was.
She was the blonde.
It was Foreman's sister.
She Foreman's slutty sister.
Banging everybody.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, that would be a good match, wrestling. Yeah. She looks like she'd be about my height.
She might be a little taller, maybe.
All right, my last one before we get to TJ is Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, or Michael Moore?
Ooh. Well, Michael Jackson is dead, so I'm slamming Michael Jackson.
All right, I like it.
I think I'm going to marry Michael Jordan because he's going to die before I do.
He's an asshole, but I think he would have some good money and he'd have some good living. Yep.
And then, I'll wrestle Michael Moore.
Okay.
I just got to not get under him. I'd be all right.
I don't even remember who Michael Moore is.
Game over, bud.
He's the guy that did the documentaries and shit.
Yeah, he's the big documentary guy. He's a well-known weird Democrat and
big chubby dude.
Yeah,
he seems like somebody
looks like a pedophile at most movies.
Yeah, I'd want to fight that guy.
Okay,
he already seems like somebody who needs a punch in the face. And then I'd probably marry Michael Jordan. which sounds very weird.
You're banging the king of pop. I like it.
Yeah.
Me too, man. He's dead.
Yeah.
I can't.
And I am a little boy compared to him.
I'd rather go to jail for necrophilia than go the other way.
Pedophilia.
Yeah.
TJ, did you have one for him?
I was going to go the wrestling route, but I'll give you the same one that we gave to Trump. Nancy Pelosi, Rosie O'Donnell, and Hillary Clinton.
He gets all political all the time on here.
Nancy Pelosi has big tits.
Right.
Yeah, and money. They all have money.
She was the one I was wrestling.
Who were they?
I married
Rosie O'Donnell?
Rosie O'Donnell, Nancy Pelosi, and Hillary Clinton. If you say the wrong answer, you may end up dead, so I would figure out where you put Clinton.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know, man. I think I'm slamming Pelosi. I'm gonna marry Hillary Clinton because she'll back me even if I suck some chick sucks me off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I like your reasoning.
And Nancy Pelosi's just a cunt, or the other one.
Yep.
I don't like her.
Oh, Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen the movie Exit to Eden.
Yes, I have.
She is hot in that. I mean, not hot, but she.
Well, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Compared to the sloth that she walks around as, she's like she's an 80s 10 or a today 7.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about young Rosie O'Donnell. I was just thinking about now.
Any version of them.
Yeah, it can be any version because whenever you're with somebody, you close your eyes and picture them at their best. That's what got me through all my Britney Spears love.
Right? Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I'd have to say I'd try to bang Rosie O'Donnell because she seems like one of those that's like nope, a hardcore man hater. So that's a pretty big challenge, and I like it.
Well, she knows what a man's wants because she possibly is one. So.
Yeah. Let's see, and then there was Hillary Clinton, and who was it?
Pelosi.
Or Nancy Pelosi.
I'd probably fight Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Oh man,
I feel it's going to be your door in about 3 seconds.
No
We're
shit.
here to talk to you.
Yeah.
You want to hang for a minute?
Yeah.
Just so we know, Stevie did not kill himself.
Yeah.
We're putting that out there now.
Yeah. I'm a witness.
This was what gets us kicked off of TikTok every week, by the way.
Nice.
It's sweet.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, what else? I got a bunch of other questions, but I know you wanted to keep it somewhere around 30 minutes, and we're already at 37. So,
well, if you want to fire a couple more,
we're not in a hurry for no reason. We were just gonna finish out the time, whatever we ended with you guys as just saying some shit,
do an intro.
Well, I do have a question that I did want to ask you. We've been wanting to do some more remote podcasting. We want to do like some local wrestling events. I'm huge into those, so I wanted to try to figure out some car shows. What has been one of your favorite places to, or do you get a different feel, I guess, when you're live on, site or compared to the studio? Is it more energy, less energy, more overwhelming? What's your guys' thoughts on that?
I'd say as far as like the overwhelming thing it would have been at that Wyoming pop culture thing, just because like there was so much shit that was going on like around us that it was hard to like actually kind of focus and have a conversation.
Right.
But it was extremely cool, you know what I mean? Because everybody was like interested in,
shit, sitting around watching you do a live podcast is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Did you guys try to get anybody on your show there that turned you down?
No.
Nope.
No. Fuck no.
No. Everybody was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they see two dudes on a mic. They thought maybe one of these guys is Joe Rogan. He looks different, in person. And, everybody wants on the Joe Rohan experience,
Right.
It would be a good platform. I think I would rather hop on Jim Cornette's podcast.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. He actually, something really cool. I didn't know if you guys knew this or not, but 1 year for Father's Day, my wife got a cameo of him. Like, he didn't really roast the podcast. He did Casper more than anything, and it was fucking glorious.
He got you we've been
roasted,
looking at.
He roasted the podcast pretty good too.
A little bit, but like it was more of Casper.
Right.
Last week we went through at the end and we went and found all the possibly affordable cameos that we
that's
could get
right.
on here.
Yeah.
And that's fun. We opened up this week actually before he wanted to just go right back into the cameo stuff and send a couple, but everybody we wanted wants like $130. I'm not showing $130,
No shit.
We're looking for the 50 or under people, is what is our price range.
Shit, yeah. Have you guys found anybody?
Ellsworth for $24.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Really?
So this is kind of a two-part question, but where's the coolest place and then / the worst place that you have podcasted from?
I would.
Mine is both the same. It was the coolest and the most frustrating was driving to the airport in Minnesota and podcasting from the car.
Yeah. I forgot about that, dude.
It was coolest because it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine. I watched part of it afterwards and I laughed myself, and I don't ever laugh at myself.
Well, if you don't laugh at yourself, who's gonna?
Right,
That's what I would tell myself.
Where was we driving? Well, we drove to.
We were driving from Wisconsin to the fucking airport.
Yeah, in Minnesota.
Yep.
To get your wife.
Yep.
And we just did a live show.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was drunker than fuck.
And we were trying. I was not. I was driving.
Yeah.
We were trying to.
I was gonna say who's driving.
we were trying to connect with our other podcast dude that was on our show.
Yeah, at the time.
He was still here in Casper, and we got it to work kind of.
Yeah.
But shit kept cutting out, and it just ended up being funny as hell.
So do you guys believe we landed on the moon?
Yeah.
Ooh, I seen you were talking about that a little bit earlier.
I do.
I'm a hardcore. Up until 6 months ago, I was a hardcore moon believer, and I might be like if you're that cat on side of a fence and the dog's chasing you from one end and a bear is chasing you from the other. It used to be the bear on the I got to jump on the believe wagon. Now the bear is on the conspiracy side, and the dog that I think might be your wiener dog from your backyard is on the other side.
Yeah.
And it's just the evidence is starting to pile up. I'm struggling more and more. So I'm looking for people to bring me back over to wrestle that bear and believe that we did land on the moon.
I got your back. The fact that there's been more than one astronaut that has said, we got messages, and they've played them. I mean, they're on the freaking shows you can watch on TV and shit.
Yeah.
But they're recorded messages that were released from the government. And there's astronauts are like, dude, they straight told us not to come back. And that's what I believe.
Okay.
That
what about you,
we
Stevie?
did go to the moon, and the aliens were like...
there's aliens on the moon?
Well, they were on the backside of the moon. Or they were close enough.
Where all the aliens hide out.
Where they were close enough to be like, hey, this is our shit. Get the fuck out of here. Don't come back.
There's like nothing worth being on the moon for except for Bezos wants to put a house on the moon. But
yeah.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, the theories and stuff of people that believe that it could be a jumping off point or whatever.
Okay.
There could be fucking structures and shit all big as fuck on the backside. We would never know.
I seen this conspiracy, theory, conspiracy, whatever the fuck.
Right.
That space is actually underwater. I mean,
I would say the other way
I like
around
to
is
take
more
everything with a
water,
grain
or
of
you-
salt.
So now when I want to, I guess, read this right. So when you go out of the ozone, you go into water, or we go into the ocean to go to space.
Yep, you go into the ocean to go to space, and I guess
So how do they shoot rockets down there?
don't know.
God
She
damn.
didn't.
I'm not
get
trying to put
that.
holes in your conspiracy. I'm just trying to put fire and water together.
I just the thing that I do remember that she was talking about was how they anytime somebody goes up into quote unquote space, when they come back, they always land in the water, which okay.
There's a lot of surface there to land, and it would be the least impact.
Yeah, I mean, you could smash into the Rockies, but...
And then, what was the other? Oh, so, like, you know how when you're in the water, like, with a boat or, like, a jet ski and, like, the trail it makes? So, like, it's, like, the trail of, like, the rocket going up into space.
You might want to do some more research.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It was off a TikTok video. I get so entertained with
those
this
where
shit.
chemtrails come from, I might have been a little bit more believer, but
like honestly, where would that rocket or fucking whatever go?
Right.
Well, I would just say hopefully their mission went better than the guys that went down to the Titanic to visit the aliens down there.
Right. No shit.
If you had to have sexual relations with a werewolf or a Bigfoot, which one and why?
I don't know why he comes up with these, but I like it. Go.
I love it.
And think werewolf. What is a?
Are they women or are they men? Like you're all
right. I was just gonna say.
These are dudes.
Can they not be women in this scenario?
How about like the werewolf from American Werewolf in Paris or Michael J. Fox?
I was already going to say, dude, if you put Michael J. Fox in there, I'm going for the werewolf. Dude's a little shaky. You probably can't push very hard.
What kind of drugs am I on?
Right.
That would make me want to do this.
Dude, I'm just saying, man, Bigfoot's fucking huge.
And
but
no
I was going to say, Harry and the Henderson's the only Bigfoot I ever picture, and that guy is... That guy is doable. If there's ever a big, giant, hairy dude that's doable.
He does got a nice smile.
I thought we were being realistic.
Yeah.
Some nice white teeth.
I thought you were talking about the one that's out here in the woods where I go gold
banding. Well, it could be Harry and the Hendersons. He could have just took an acting role to help pay for his time in the woods, bud.
We don't have Bigfoots here.
Right?
We don't got enough trees.
Yeah, we have
chupacabras.
I'm pretty sure we got fucking Sasquatches around here.
Yeah, tried looking for him on the mountain one night a couple years ago, all drunk, and
dude,
it was pretty amazing.
I have been camping, and literally, me and my buddy ended up back to back with my pistol pointed, listening to trees just snap around us like big trees.
What do they call that? Like army sleeping or whatever? When you back to back with your buddy?
We weren't even sleeping, dude. We were trying to drink beers and shit.
Just lean up against me.
Yeah.
You can sleep against me, and I'll lean against you, and we can sleep.
No, we ended up getting in the truck because it freaked us both out enough that we were like, I'm getting in the fucking truck. And then something hit our windshield.
Those are bears, bud.
Bears don't throw rocks, bro.
Well,
blasted out my buddy's fucking windshield. Like, no fucking joke.
Bears do, though. You ever notice that?
Those are just Wyoming hooligans, I think.
Well, we were wondering about that, but
yeah,
when we got up in the morning,
that's what their bears are trying to say.
The big ass trees. We did some fucking investigation. The big ass trees could have been because of moose. There was moose poop and shit around, and we were kind of close to the creek.
Everybody likes a good old moose poop,
but there was no explanation for the rock besides some fucking other GPAA gold miner was pissed that we were by where he was last week or something, maybe. But it was the middle of the fucking night, and he had to throw it from far away.
Yeah.
Well, moose play baseball. Maybe they were playing like that home run derby, and they were throwing up a rock, and they were hitting it with their moose antlers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was actually surprised. Maybe. I did not know this until yesterday, or not yesterday. It was the last home game of the Spuds. Mm-hmm. There's a wiffle ball bat fucking league here in
wiffle
town.
Ball league.
Yeah.
Really?
There's a thing I could go pro in. I was a high school baseball player, had a couple college scholarships, but my drug and alcohol addiction ruined that for me. And,
Hell yeah.
But wiffle ball, I think I could still be a star at. You don't got to run that fast. And actually, it's not about how hard you hit it. It's about a clean swing.
Right.
And
I could smoke my sister in the eye with a wiffle ball over and over.
Which is your podcast partner's wife, right?
Right.
He smokes her in the eye, but with a different wiffle ball every once in a while.
Right.
Sorry, over the line.
That's it. This interview is over.
We're all adults here.
Yeah.
I'm always looking. Listen, there's a way to end an interview and a way to end an interview. No.
Yeah. The other night out.
Questions for us, guys?
Let's see. I do have a couple wrote. Well, I asked you I got one more for you, real quick.
Josh, and I want a question from you before this is over.
Who does your music?
T.J. actually did our intro song, and that was literally the first thing and main thing he's contributed to the show.
Nice.
Was on his phone. We're the middle of the road. The whole point of our podcast is supposed to be a Republican, a Democrat. He's a hardcore right winger. I'm not a hardcore left winger, but I am a left winger, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And through Trump era, through all that, you weren't allowed to be friends, and we were able to maintain a friendship that we had well before, through the Bush era, through Obama, through whoever, and proved that, you can still get along fine, whether one of you believes one way or the other, if you look past the politics that they're trying to get us to look at. And so that's where the middle of the road comes from. We come from our side of the aisle, come to the middle of the road, and make fun of everybody equally.
Hell yeah.
That's badass.
That's badass.
Dude. Well, thanks for explaining that. I guess, that was
Stevie's next question.
Yeah, to let some of our listeners know, you know what I mean, what the,
Well, and don't be scared off by the fact that I say I'm left or he's right, because we don't do. I mean, you've listened to enough shows. Our first probably 10 shows always had something political, and other than when Trump stops by, we don't do. We don't do a lot of political stuff.
More jest than anything.
Yeah, we throw out the fact that we know kind of both sides have gone batshit crazy these days. He doesn't believe it as much as I do. He's still on the side that he's right, and he'll make fun a little bit. But I know that they're ultimately trying to get us to look left and right because they don't want us to see what's going on in the middle. And that's what I've discovered over the last 3 or 4 years is they're trying to get us stretched out so we don't see what they're really doing and stealing our Social Security and doing all the things while they're laughing at us going, those dummies really believe we care. You know?
Yeah.
I'm an oil field dude too. I work currently for Tuboscope.
Okay.
But I worked for XL Hardbanding and we got bought out, and now I work for a corporation and I hate it. But I'm all about oil field, and I am around all those people all the time. And I know what you're saying. I'm right in the middle. You guys all are too fucking involved in this shit.
Yeah, because do you think the people that you're fighting for give a shit about you? Whether that's, I don't care what side you're on. If you're, and I'm guessing out on the oil field, most of them are leaning right.
Right.
But do you really think that Trump or Biden or Clinton or Bush or whoever the F it is really cares about you?
No.
You're mistaken greatly. They care about lining their pockets and that trickle down theory to keep trickling up, and us to keep getting it's for us to keep getting poorer, them to keep getting richer while we're fighting and not seeing it going on. Once we all realize that, I think we'll be in a lot better place, and we would have ended up with Ross Perot as a president. We would have ended up with a lot way cooler guys.
Right. Yeah, I always wonder what would have happened if he had ever made it.
Oh man, that calculator he freaking designed would still be, that would be on every one of our phones, that's what I'll say.
I'm hoping Kanye West becomes president.
Yeah, just for the shit show to completely boil over. I mean,
I was hoping for The Rock so we could get more
that would be
Idiocracy.
TJ's vote.
Gary Busey would be a good one.
Oh man, we did that one day where we just came up with candidates for each side or whatever that you could truly get behind. Instead of these guys that are already multi-millionaires, billionaires, have lived their life in government or lived their life effing people for a living, and you really think Yeah, they care about me. No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Did you
They
have
don't,
another
guys.
question,
Just
Stevie?
It's kind of a silly question.
Well,
Dumb.
that's the only reason we had you
essentially.
on.
Yeah.
Serious questions make us uncomfortable.
Good. So when horses sneeze and you laugh for no reason, why do you think that is?
I would say it's because it's something uncommon you don't see, like when a horse gets a boner. I'm both very disappointed in my family for the size they gave me, but also extremely entertained to see something that doesn't belong on an animal happening. Maybe.
I think
this doesn't belong in you, which is what you want.
Whoa, listen here, weirdo! You're the one that asked about banging a freaking Bigfoot and a freaking.
Hey,
Characters. The horse is a real deal.
I was gonna get weird too. I believe it might have something to do with raspberry and some flabbiness or something.
What the fuck?
When a horse sneezes, they go
Snozberries taste like snazberries. Is that where you're going with it? Or?
raspberry and yeah. You know, who knows?
So I wonder if they're.
I don't know if I get that one, but that's okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't-
you know, you fucking going downtown.
What?
And you fucking doing raspberries.
I don't think you understood this question, Johnson.
I guess not. Why does it make you laugh? I thought Stevie said, why does it make you laugh when a horse sneezes?
Does it make you laugh? But I don't think he was talking about raspberry and a horse.
No, but that's what it the noise that they make when they sneeze. That's what it reminds me of. That's probably why I laugh, because I'm a fucking child.
Okay, I like that then. We didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, but that's kind of what
it's
we
all
do here
good.
on the middle of the road.
I'm never
And
uncomfortable.
I think you've thrown Stevie off, and he's already looking for a new host. Why you don't know it, bud?
Hey, I'm the HSC and the music guy. So
That's true. You do a lot for him behind the scenes, so it'd be hard to replace you.
I'm safety. I make sure he's healthy, and nobody's
And
gonna get their fingers
You fill
pinched.
the void while he goes and takes his 4 bathroom breaks of podcast.
Sometimes. Until it's my turn to go potty.
Right in the middle of a thought, and it's like start getting going, and it's like, fuck, dude, I gotta piss, man. Keep it going,
Right.
buddy.
Oh yeah.
I didn't show you, but underneath of our table, I'll try to switch the video view. We have a urinal built in under each of us, so
Sick.
TJ's peeing right now while we're while we're talking. You know.
I never thought about that. You get them piss bottles from the hospital?
Oh yeah, bud.
Hell yeah.
We got buckets. I catheter him before the show, and then I don't tell him that I've got a tube big enough to just stick
Fuck
over it.
that.
So he gets cathetered.
There was a there was a thing that or concept or something was gonna do gaming diapers,
Yeah.
because I'd be gaming with my buddy one and shit, and fucking sitting there, and it's like, fuck, I gotta piss, dude. And I was like, dude, we're gonna have to make some gaming diapers. You just fucking piss right there, dude. Don't get up.
They did come out with those, I think, didn't they?
3-wheel bicycle gaming diapers. If they did,
No, I'm pretty sure if you go on Amazon, you can find gaming diapers.
Back in our Ghost Recon days, we had a
good
group of
game.
guys. TJ was one of them, and 2 of his cousins and another buddy of his. We had a Ghost Recon group, and all the pauses were for Casey to go take a smoke break, but I didn't smoke cigarettes. And that was at the time,
Yep.
I needed a gaming
Boost.
smoke chamber,
yeah, little break,
Oh, you need
break
a
from the
smoke- I
action,
see.
as they say.
A gaming
So it's
smoke
like,
chamber.
mute your mics whenever we're going in, because that fucked it up for some reason.
We had all kinds of rules. I was the sniper, even though I couldn't snipe for nobody, but I was good at spotting people that were getting ready to get killed. Hey, Sean, you're getting ready to get. You see, you just got killed.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh fuck, that was
Well,
a pretty
guys,
good
I
game.
appreciated the hell out of this, and I
Yeah,
had
it
a
was fun.
blast.
Same
And we
here.
need to do it again. We'll try to come up with some real questions for you.
Even if they're
yeah,
not real, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And if you guys ever want to have us on for, I know you're doing a show now, but if we ever want to do a reverse roles, we're more than happy to come on. We can Zoom in, we can Teams in. I'm working on StreamYard. We got all kinds of options, or we can just call you guys.
Yeah, right. Shit, yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing, like, I don't know. That StreamYard thing, I still haven't gotten that figured out. And yeah.
It's awesome. I do another podcast called For Music Lovers Only, and actually I'm just a guest on it usually, but my buddy Josh does StreamYard, and it's awesome graphics, it's awesome view, its latency is great on it, and if TJ would have been on the road a little bit longer, we would have gave up on the Zoom game and done StreamYard long ago, but I do everything I do for free. I don't spend $1 to produce this podcast, and I am proud as hell of that.
Right. Give you the cheer right there.
Well, I heard you said you were making money off of that's cool. We don't even make any money.
My money that I make is like $3.76 a month, but it does cover the overhead of the guy I've got doing all of my promotion for me.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, it was great having you guys on our show, I guess, too, because we're going to release this at some point in time.
Yeah.
Love cross-promotion, because in my eyes, it helps everybody out.
That's what it's all about, baby.
Well, like I said, I go back to I appreciate everything you guys do for the podcast community, for small business, for just people in general. You guys, truly seem to care. I mean, half of his posts are promoting somebody else, not himself.
Right.
Right. And that's kick-ass to me. We should be better about it. You guys and maybe one or two other podcasts are about all we push, and then all of our fake sponsors every show.
Same here, man. Yeah.
So.
And this, that was no bullshit either. I really do fucking listen to your guys' shit. Most of that was. It's funny because I was actually talking with Trevor today, my boss, and I was like, yeah, their podcast is actually pretty cool because it's like kind of like ours, but like they're, man, I don't know. I'm sure people have like, hey, check out our show or fucking whatever, and the audio sucks. Or like and it's like you can't really, it's hard to sit there and listen to it, but your guys' shit is fucking on point, man. Like,
I like to call it clean. Even though it's a dirty podcast, we come through clean.
Yeah, I do, and I no bullshit. I do enjoy like every week. It's like, okay, fuck yeah, see what these fuckers are talking about. It.
Hell yeah,
you guys.
I'm your friend.
Yeah,
and
that was a good one. Yeah, I beat you on that one, man.
That's my macho man coming through to tell you, and this whole segment.
That was really a productive segment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sure was.
Well, again, we appreciate the hell out of it. We hope to hook up with you in the future. I'll keep liking and sharing and
for
putting
sure,
you guys
man.
out there as much as I can because
us too.
You guys need to get discovered by who hasn't, and like I said, we appreciate everything you do, man.
Yeah, same here. You guys have a wonderful, well, I guess it is only Tuesday, but have a wonderful rest of your week.
Hell yeah.
We will. It's 9 o'clock here. I know it's only 8 o'clock there, but TJ goes to bed at 9:15, and he's still got to get home. And
almost past my bedtime, boys.
Well, hey, you guys have a good one. It was great fucking chatting with you.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
All right, later.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
What another great interview. Or maybe not interview, but conversation.
Yeah, that was good. That was good
with like-minded fellas.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, trying to get stuff done, trying to make people like and follow and
laugh and have a good time.
Get subscribers. I mean, shit. We do this shit for fun, but still counts.
Hey, did you know that it's scientifically proven that Dove chocolate tastes better than Dove soap?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I knew that. I knew that. I mean, I didn't know that, but I know that.
Interesting. Weird. Common sense.
I didn't know they had to have a fucking science team figure that out.
I just put that on the top of it.
Little spin on there. Hell yeah. Woo.
I seen this other thing with the. Have you watched Sopranos?
Yeah. Yeah. When I was in jail.
Do you remember the ending of it?
I didn't watch the very last season of it. I didn't have cable.
Well, do you want me to talk about this or no?
Yeah,
it's like gonna spoil it.
I already know. I've seen and heard. You know, I've heard what happened at the end and shit.
Everybody was in this big uproar.
Right.
Right? Because like it just quit.
Right.
Well, apparently the concept behind it is that the viewer got whacked. You know what I mean?
I see.
So like if you approach The Sopranos in a bad way, lights out.
Right.
Interesting.
I see. All right. I'd buy that, I guess. Yeah, we used to watch it in jail. It was crazy.
Do you remember? I know you do. Biker mice from Mars.
Biker what?
Biker mice from Mars.
Biker mice?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. That was a movie?
It was a cartoon.
Oh, really?
Right? And,
Wow.
luckily enough, I'm fucking remembering this all off the top of my head, folks.
Good job, Steve.
I thought I had it wrote down, but I did not.
Steve.
Ryan Reynolds, you know the guy that played the Deadpool guy?
Yes.
He's bringing that show back, I guess.
Really?
Yeah. I briefly...
Biker mice. I'd have to see it. If I saw it, I might be like, oh, yeah,
I bet you would.
But like just off the top of my head, it doesn't ring a bell, man.
I don't really remember any of the episodes clearly, but I remember like mice on motorcycles.
Right. I was going to say, I remember mice on motorcycles, but I think the one I'm seeing in my head is like all white and he's got leather jacket and shit on. But I think he was like on a different show.
What was that one?
I know what I'm thinking of. It was when Pinky and the Brain were dressed up in leather and shit.
Yeah, one of my favorite cartoons.
It was Pinky.
Yeah.
Dressed up in leather is what I'm seeing in my head.
What are we doing tonight, Pinky?
We're going to take over the world.
That's right, baby. You're tuned in to Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast, sponsored by Vanderheiden Design.
Little Shop of Burgers.
Yeah. Little selfish plug right there, but who gives a shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was that one? It was a cartoon. I remember it was like sharks.
Shark Tales or something? I know what you're talking about. Like I was saying, you're a little bit younger than me, so it was more of the time my sister was watching shit, you know? That's when I started leaning more into playing Nintendo.
I
Super
can't
Nintendo
remember.
at that time it was.
If any of you wonderful podcast listeners know the answer to that, please there's like a little button in there that you can
it was a bunch of sharks. I can see the main guy.
And they were like
head.
I don't remember if they were like fighting crime.
They had those fucking like hand puppet toys.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. Crazy. So we're going to get into some history.
That wasn't history? I
Well,
thought that's
it
what we
was.
were just
It was. Oddly enough, because you're going to learn something here on the Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast and laugh. You got to, right?
Hell yeah.
And show support to, everyone.
Am I allowed to go back to 1 now?
You betcha.
Hell yeah.
10 for 10. That was an amazing episode. Conversation with them guys. It was a long night, but nonetheless, it was a fucking beautiful one.
Yeah, it was. It's good show. Good show, for sure.
So the Barbie movie is pretty trendy right now. Obviously, have not seen it yet.
I've heard.
So stuff pops up, on your Facebook or whatnot.
What have you?
Yep. This is pretty interesting. In 2007, Mattel introduced Barbie and Tanner playsets. Tanner was a golden retriever, and his mouth would move so you could feed him.
Yep.
Then he would poop so you could scoop it. Then it was later taken off the shelves.
That's why people don't pick up their dog shit. It's because they took it off the shelf. Those little girls that let their dog shit on the sidewalk, now as adults, would have learned.
Yeah.
They'd have left that in the Barbie playset. Just saying.
$1992. Going back a little bit.
Oh, shit.
There was a teen talk Barbie. It would talk and say 4 phrases. Math class is tough. And there was an outrage because it said math class was tough.
It was tough, man.
Yeah.
Barbie was fucking right.
Yeah.
There ain't no messing around.
But
Barbie
they were
was
trying
right.
they were trying to like steer, crazy.
What else did she say?
It didn't go into any further detail.
I'm going to have to figure that out.
Nonetheless.
I'm going to have to figure that out. Because she was right on with the math. Let's see what else she had to say. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I seen this other thing. I guess it is in history because it was like last week or some shit or whatever. But at the Ghost Town truck stop, someone stole a nitro canned coffee. Like them little ones.
Yep.
And some tree air fresheners, a mirror, and some stickers.
Sweet.
I wonder what stickers they took.
I don't know. They were probably trying to get a ride from a trucker. Was like, look at all this cool shit I got.
Yeah. Check out these air fresheners, bro.
I got these stickers. Yeah.
I wonder what flavor it was or scent.
Either way, same shit. You can taste that shit.
Yeah.
I like the black ice personally. Black ice.
It does smell good, but I don't even. Do you got one in your truck right now? Black ice one. They do smell pretty good
underneath the seat.
I don't even remember the last time I went and got like one of those air fresheners, but they are essentially like the best air freshener on the market. The tree ones.
I agree. If you do them right.
If
you just rip it right the fuck out the bag, it'll choke you out for like 2 days, and then it's done.
Gets rid of all the bad smell. If you air freshener tree folks are listening, please go ahead and shoot us an email.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We would like to work with you. We could make some cool air fresheners, and I bet you that scent would smell amazing.
I know it would. Little Shop of Burgers one.
Yeah.
Smelling like burgers.
Ooh, that was another thing that I thought I wrote down, but I did not. But I do remember it now. So Wednesdays down there, the special is the Tremor. For those of you that do not know, it's a bacon cheeseburger. and it's bad to the bone. I had one today,
It is
and
pretty badass.
someone, they have this Hellraiser sauce. It's really spicy.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And someone was saying that it wasn't spicy. So once I got my tremor, I had Shelby. Shout out to Shelby. She's bad to the bone.
Woo, woo, woo.
She put it on there. Dude, it was hot as fuck, man. I think he was just like one of them guys that was just like, it's not that hot.
Right.
Like, fuck off, dude.
Well, that's my whole family. Well, besides Paley's kind of like me. She likes a little spicy, but yeah. I can't get down, dude. We like to say.
Hot
I
tamale.
have. Well, in my work and stuff, like we go to Texas and go to all these places and go to real Mexican food restaurants in Texas. And I'm like, dude, my buddy, my Mexican dude that I work with is like, yeah, dude, you got fucking honky mouth. It's like, I accept that. 100%. I like meat, potatoes, and salt. Black pepper's a little spicy. Garlic, I'm down. Spicy, I can't get down with spicy. Put too much black pepper in my biscuits and gravy. Can't get her down.
Makes your butthole tingle.
No, just my mouth.
It makes you want to kiss a werewolf
Yes.
or touch a Bigfoot's butt.
Right. Exactly.
Shout out to T.J. for that crazy question.
Right? No shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it was. I seen this other thing that I thought was kind of interesting. The medieval toilets. Have you seen like a picture of it or anything?
No.
So like
No.
I seen this like castle thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was another like meme thing or whatever. Very interesting. You know how I am.
Yep.
I get sucked into that shit. Well, it's like this dude that's like, I don't know, we'd say 4 or 5 stories up in the air. And it's just like a chute that comes down. And someone's like down there and then they scoop it or whatever.
They shovel it? The shit shoveler?
Yep. Just like Libby, the dog's a piss kicker. But apparently,
That's like how a pig is a shit spreader.
yeah. And they flap that little tail. And then we throw it on cheeseburgers, folks.
Hey, I love me some pork, bro.
Word.
Nah.
But apparently,
Hey, am I allowed to say that? You get in trouble for saying that?
I don't know. Who cares anymore? Yeah, apparently they could hear farts in there for a long time. Because
Pigskin?
No, in those medieval toilets.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sure.
Travels
It
a
echoes.
ways.
Got reverberation and shit.
Yeah. I wonder why they didn't have somebody like up top. Because like when I shit, like it splatters.
I'm just imagining chilling in the room and hearing Bert. Like it just bounces from the bottom to the top. It's like you keep hearing the same fart, it just keeps getting quieter as it passes. Fun.
Yeah, that'd be a shitty job, literally.
Literally.
I mean, I've done the
Scooping
porta
the poop?
potty thing, but like,
Yeah, you don't have to like shovel. Well, I don't
No.
know. I never did that job, man. I don't know. I can't say.
well, I guess we didn't really have to like shovel because like it was in like a fucking
Right. You suck it up, right?
yeah.
Right.
But that would be the shittiest job, literally, like having to scoop that shit.
Well, like standing down there and just waiting and watching somebody's turd flop down. You're like,
Yeah.
"Brr."
I wonder how big them shovels were.
No, I
the
gotta go
heads of them.
scoop that up.
Probably didn't even get paid.
Right. Like, "Brr. It's my dinner. Gross.
Horrifying.
Oh, wait, that's the one. That's the one I was looking for.
Good times. Good times. Bad advice. Not really bad advice.
No, but it sounds good.
It sure does. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, we do know in some way, shape, or form that someone learned, laughed. I mean, just show love. Either
sure.
or.
Oh, yeah. Share it to your friends, man. Tell your friends to follow us. You know, follow us. If you're listening and you don't follow us, follow us.
Yeah, we appreciate your
Takes
ears.
you 2 seconds, and we love you.
Yeah, all you people that are traveling, jogging when you're on the treadmill. I don't know if anybody does that, but it sounds really cool. Yeah, that's right. Anybody
driving them trucks. Oh, y'all motherfuckers.
We appreciate your ears. You are tuned in to Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast coming out of Casper, Wyoming. I am your host, Stevie V, and sitting next to me,
Josh.
We're signing off just like we said. Like, share, follow. Do you want to get us out of here with some of them gnarly beats, my man?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Here we go. Later.
That's right. Three Wheel